4. Logic, ethics, and aesthetics. According to Brendan, psychology performs a crucial position inside the sciences. He considers specifically logics, ethics, and aesthetics as realistic disciplines that rely on psychology as their theoretical foundation. He collocates those three disciplines in his large systematic outlook by a way of means of tying them to the three forms of intellectual phenomenon, shows, judgments, and phenomena of affection and hate, i.e., feelings. The triad of the beautiful, the true, and the good, is associated with the three factors of our intellectual life. Moreover, the three disciplines basically construct on his perspectives that shows are intrinsically precious and that now no longer the best judgments. However, additionally, feelings may be accurate or now no longer accurate. Logic, in line with Brendan, is the realistic field. This is worried with judgments, i.e. with the magnificence of intellectual phenomena wherein we take a wonderful or a terrible stance toward the life of the item via way of means of asserting or denying it. In addition, judgments are accurate or now no longer, they have got a truth value. According to Brendan, a judgment is real while it's far evident, i.e., while one perceives, in the internal notion this is directed toward the judgment, that one judges with evidence. Brendan, thus, rejects the correspondence concept of truth, suggesting that someone judges truly, if and best if, his judgment is of the same opinion with the judgment he might make if we had been to choose with evidence. Chisholm 1986, 38. Notwithstanding this dependence on the belief of judgment, however, truth, for Brendan, isn't a subjective belief. If one character affirms an item and some other character denies the identical item, best certainly considered one among them judges correctly. For an extra exact dialogue of Brendan's contributions to logic, cf. The Access. Brendan's theory of judgment, ethics, on the alternative hand, is worried with feelings or, as Brendan calls them, phenomena of affection and hate. Brendan sees a structural analogy among judgments and phenomena of this magnificence. Much like judgments, which might be both affirmative or terrible, additionally feelings consist in taking a wonderful or a terrible, emotional, mindset toward an item, love or hate, inclination and disinclination, being thrilled and being displeased, etc. Moreover, simply as wonderful and terrible, judgments may be accurate or incorrect. Brendan holds that additionally, each wonderful and terrible, feelings may be accurate or incorrect. An emotion is accurate, in line with Brendan, while one's emotions are okay to their item, okay with inside the experience of being appropriate, suitable, or fitting. If it smiles accurate to like an item, we will say that it smiles exact. If it smiles accurate to hate it, it smiles bad. We name an issue proper whilst the confirmation regarding it smiles accurate. We name an issue exact whilst the affection regarding it smiles accurate. In the broadest experience of the term, the coolest is that is worth of love, that which may be cherished with a love. This is accurate. It smiles a pride of the very best shape. It smiles consequently the analog of something being obtrusive with inside the sphere of judgment. In this manner Brendan avoids a subjectivism position. While it smiles proper that accurate pride is an emotion skilled with the aid of using subjects, it smiles not possible that one individual can naturally and efficaciously love an item and some other efficaciously and naturally hate it. In a few cases, pride or love is probably inaccurate with the aid of using our prejudices, instincts or habits. Brendan provided his reflections on ethics in a lecture in 1889. The manuscript turned into posted as a quick monograph with inside the identical of year. An English translation had regarded as early as 1902 and turned into, for a protracted time, the simplest textual content with the aid of using Brendan to be had in English. This may provide an explanation for why Brendan's perspectives on ethics have acquired extra interest in English-talking nations than in imperative Europe. In particular, Brendan's fundamental perception that ethical and aesthetic cost are associated with attitudes we take in the direction of gadgets and that those latter attitudes may be accurate or incorrect, have had a revival in the latest years, because it has stimulated becoming mindset theories of cost. Aesthetics, finally, is primarily based totally on the maximum fundamental magnificence of intellectual phenomena, on presentations. According to Brendan, each presentation is in itself of cost. This holds even for people who grow to be the idea of an accurate, poor judgment or emotion. It is out of query that everyone, in the event that they needed to pick among a nation of unconsciousness and the having of any presentation whatsoever, might welcome even the poorest presentation and might now no longer envy useless gadgets. Thus, even as judgments and feelings consist in taking both an advantageous or a terrible stance, the cost of a presentation is continually advantageous, however is available in degrees. A few shows are of better cost than others. Not all shows are of specific aesthetic cost, 11 though. So that it will be so, it has to emerge as the item of an emotion wherein one successfully takes an advantageous stance closer to it. In short, in step with Brendan, an item is lovely if a presentation this is directed at it arouses a correct, advantageous emotion, i.e., a shape of pleasure. It's far ugly, on the alternative hand, if a presentation this is directed at it arouses a correct, terrible emotion, a shape of displeasure. Like secondary qualities, the cultured cost isn't an intrinsic belonging of the item, however alternatively relies upon it the manner we enjoy it. We have a tendency to characteristic splendor to the items of enjoy. However, strictly speaking, the skilled items are neither lovely nor ugly. Even 11 though Brendan's perspectives on ethics and aesthetics are particularly sketchy and now no longer labored out in detail, we will word that his remedy of the three sensible disciplines of logic